early morning. And before I get my day going, I'm going to get a workout in, not at the gym, but here at my house. So I'm going to do a shoulder day. I call it my DIY shoulder day, and I'm going to show you why in a minute. But just before we even get into that, I just want to warm up a little. Since I'm moving my shoulders, I'm just going to emulate some of the movements with some arm circles. I'll go back. So I've got some arm circles, and I'll just emulate a press. And then a side raise. I went for the rear delt, so I'm just going to kind of bend a little here. And I'll do some neck roll too. Warm up my hands and fingers. And some people might think this is excessive, but I think if we have the time, and especially being outdoors, there's a slight chill in the air, that these things don't hurt. It only takes a couple minutes. And some wrist rolls. And then reverse it. And then I'm just going to hold a light stretch. bring it over. Okay, so feel good. Got a couple minutes of stretching and in. And the reason I'm calling this today do it yourself is because I'm not going to use my weights. I'm going to use things that I've used from around the house that you can use. So give me a minute. So gone to the store and occasionally I'll buy the 2 for $5 sports drink. I filled these with water. These make a great hand weight. So you have the ability to utilize these in the same movements that you would with dumbbells. So actually for my first set, I'm going to use these light ones, just like I previously just got into the stretching and just using this. And these movements, you don't have to have weights in your hand. You can just do it with your arm for beginners, warm-ups, what have you. So I'm going to start with front raises. And then I'm going to go right into a side raise. So we'll go. And for rear delt, I'm going to take that same kind of bend, little bend in the knees, right here at the back, and I'm going to focus on the back of my shoulder with this. So that's these lighter ones. I'm not sure if this is a 16-ounce bottle, and I just filled it with water. That's going to be enough weight for somebody. This is a few pounds, and that's perfect. But I also have these gallon containers filled with sand, so that's going to give me a bit more weight, which I think I'm good for. But I also want to give myself enough rest in between, so I'm just keeping the body moving a little bit. And we are at about 10 minutes, so even in your mornings before work, this is something that can be done. It doesn't take a whole lot of time just to get up a little bit earlier, or the time that it takes that we inadvertently start scrolling on our phone first thing in the morning. Replace that with a simple and quick workout. So I'm going to move on and get back to my sets. So we'll go set number 2. And get that side raise. And then we got our rear delt. So I didn't explain, these are 1 gallon jugs of Arizona tea, which I like. And I filled them with sand. You could fill them with water too, so it just depends on what you're looking for. And then I got these filled with water, or you could fill them with sand. So you can vary your weight and the size. And these are good for probably about the average hand size to be able to grip. My daughter, she's younger and she can grip them pretty easily. And I think they're designed that way with that curve. So you can grip in that area to drink it, but we're going to use it to lift. So, and these don't just have to be for shoulders. You could certainly do some form of curls with them. You can lay on your back and do a press. You could just hold them and do squats. So you have the ability. That's why I'm calling it a DIY, do it yourself. If you don't have the equipment for it, but you can't get to a gym sometimes, I'll keep these in the trunk of my car sometimes, or just have them here and we alternate. I do have weights under there because it's outdoors. I keep it covered, but on some days you just want to try something different. So here we go. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we'll jump to the side raise. And just because I'm doing like a triple superset, like back to back to back, you can take your break in between these. You don't have to do it at the same rate that I'm doing it. And then we'll hit the rear delts. And if you heard me counting, it's when you're going against your resistance, you want to be exhaling, and the quickest, easiest way I find to exhale is just to count your rep as you're doing it. So if I'm inhaling, then exhale, instead of just, I'm going to say 1, 2, 3. Same thing with the side raise. 1, 2, 3. Rear delt. 1, 2. Okay, so that way I'm getting my breathing at least on some track. I'm not breathing in the wrong areas, so we want to make sure we keep that important. And look, we're almost done. We got 1 set left and we're at 16 minutes, and that honestly doesn't include the intro, the little bit of talking and things like that, these little bit longer explanations. So you could really make a case that with the right amount of weight, if it was light enough just to get your day going, you can knock this workout out in under 15 minutes, well under 15 minutes. That's not a lot to ask of yourself during your day. Here we go, last set. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we'll jump into the side raise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're just joining shoulder day DIY, and I'm using a gallon jug of empty tea, but I filled it with sand. You could fill it with water. And here's our last exercise, hitting the rear delt. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And like I said, I have some that are just water, these Gatorade bottles. I got 2 for $5 one day, so once they're empty, this is really just a point of reduce, reuse, and recycle. So these will serve well for a lot of things where I don't have to take my actual equipment. I've got some power blocks under this green bin top, but I keep it protected from the elements. But these are the kind of things that you can use. You can hold these just going on a walk. You can use them for a hike, and you can stop periodically. Go for a walk, you got some shoulder motion. You can stop and do some curls with them. You do a little tricep. You can hold them and do squats. They serve purpose because it's weight. So if you just want to have something around your house, and then you need to empty it, go water the plants with the water that you put in, and you reuse these for something else, by all means. These would be great as well, just for first aid, by freezing them and then having something to cool you down on a hot day. Wrap it in a towel, put it under your armpits, back of your neck to cool you down. I wouldn't recommend drinking out of it after you've frozen it, but definitely these serve multiple purposes, and that's the point of do it yourself, DIY. And that's the whole purpose of why at Impact Athletics Association we say the world is a gym, because you can get out, you can do this outside of your backyard. It doesn't necessarily mean that you can't go out again to the local park. You could do this in your parking lot at work, but the first thing you want to do is practice situational awareness and safety for you. So it's still morning, early morning, dark out. I stayed in my backyard just to be safe about it. And it's not just about people. It could be somebody's dog out overnight, might be scared and bites while trying to be helped. So you never know. You can't see very much. You don't want to step in a pothole, piece of glass, anything is out there, and we want to make sure that we do the best for our health and fitness by being smart about things. Situational awareness, make sure you're practicing that. Safety first. If you don't have the room like outside, the workout I did you could do in a small bathroom. You have the room. So if you're just in an apartment, you want to stay inside, you got roommates or anything else, just go in the bathroom, click on the light, put a towel under the door so the light's not out, and get to work. Do your job. Okay, guys, nobody else is going to do it for us, and I think that's all that I got for this morning. Feel free to join me later today, because I'm still doing my 100 push-ups a day. I think we're on day 9 now, so I'll be doing that later this evening. Subscriptions to the channel are free, and if you want to catch these sort of live workouts, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button so you get everything when it comes out. This isn't for like influence or clout or anything else. I have been doing this for a long time, and I'm just very impassioned about helping people at all levels with the knowledge that other people have passed on to me. So you can invest safely with that subscribe and follow, and you'll see a lot of shorts and other things like that. So this is just a philosophy for those who choose to follow, and that would be awesome to have you guys. As always, you can leave something in the chats and I'll read and engage with people. And you can also find Impact Athletics Association at Instagram. So I hope everybody has a fantastic day. You guys get your hydration, your nutrition, your exercise, and your rest. Those 4 things are very important for mind, body, and soul. It's not just about building muscle. It's about a discipline and consistency. And once you set that tone in something as simple as exercise, it will play out in other areas of your life, your professional, your personal, your romantic, whatever it is. We get better when we do better. So I'm going to leave it at that. I hope this finds everybody in your place, pursuit, or beginnings of total happiness, mind, body, and soul on your journey of health and fitness. And we'll see you guys soon. HWPO means hard work pays off. Impact Athletics Association.